It's a Godwinson live news alert. I'm feeling quite jovial, quite jubilant, quite joyous, ladies and gentlemen. Because John Michael Keno is back. The prodigal son has returned. We thought he'd gone running. We thought he'd ran away in shame. Alas, he's back to bring us that sweet, sweet loving. What a Keno king! What a nectar necromancer! John Michael Keno delivers yet again. A spurg laid slain at his feet as he licks his lips and contemplates fucking his sister on Christmas Eve. What a wonderful world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Put your sweet loving on me, John Michael Kelly. He's back! The prodigal son! He's not crying anymore. He's back with a vengeance. He really is. He's got into a debate. I thought the chorus would end, but it just seems to keep going. This is the golden age that John has brought with us. Okay. End. Finish. Be quiet. The remote has decided to stop working. Okay, here we go. So, bit of context. John Michael Kelly and a fellow called Grim Cheers, also known as Tease Kitty, we'll get into that, have decided to lay out their beef in the halls of debate. Now, it's a wise move for John to find someone more autistic than he is. To just have an easy win. And, checkmate. Game, set, and match for John, because he managed to find someone who was just completely off their head, made John Michael Kelly look sane and rational. I didn't think so either. I didn't think there was a possibility in this world that John Michael Kelly could pluck another autist that made him look good. We live in this world. We live in the world of the Biden presidency and the T-Clips reboot, where she's a vegan now. What about the plankton T-Clips? What about the innocent plankton? They don't fall under veganism, do they? There's millions and millions of plankton. So we're going to find it. The reason why they had this debate, John Michael Kelly and Tease Kitty, was over... It's autism, but just bear with me. So, Grim Cheers, the Tease Kitty, he re-uploaded John Michael Kelly's stream with myself, where we had a set tour back and forth. And John Michael Kelly flagged him down, DMCA'd him. I'm going to share my hot take on this after. Therefore, Grim Cheers decides to settle this on John Michael Kelly's show. Now, you'd think the topic of debate would be purely about John Michael Kelly being an erroneous flagger, a sort of a man out of time, shouldn't be able to flag. Sorry, we are trying to find John's channel, but typing in John Kelly on the TV brings up a general that Donald Trump fired. So we'll have to type in John Michael Kelly. What's the most popular search term that's adjoining to... Should we try PPP? Will that find John's channel? Come on. We've got him straight away. So you... Okay. So debate with Grim Cheers. Now, I've been calling him Tease Kitty from the moment this video started. And this is why. So read this. This here. Look at that. That is Grim Cheers accepting his moniker from the Cow Whale Chimera T-Clips. Accepting that. Cuck Cheers. This is the level we were in, by the way. This was the level of snake that this Grim Cheers was in. When he was snaking on us for calling out T-Clip to the point where he's bending the knee, he's groveling so much that he's lower than the snake's belly. He's slithered in on. Look at this man. Absolutely shameful, appalling behaviour. He's Tease Kitty, and don't ever let him forget that. He might have changed his opinions now in order to save face, in order to protect his grift. It ain't gonna wash. Because I don't like a snake. I don't like a Judas, I never have. And what Grim Cheers is a Judas. And John Michael Kelly will also hammer this point home. I didn't think we'd be in the situation where John Michael Kelly would elevate and evolve and graduate into becoming John Michael Keno, delivering from his long absence there in the wilderness, coming back with a real bounty. So we're on his stream. I'm going to turn him up because he's quite quiet. I'm going to give him the courtesy they didn't give me. So again, we've got like children that have been drawn as the thumbnail. But at least these look at somewhat older than the last children he had on the fucking stream there. But it's from a thing called Pop Team Epic. Now, what grown-ass man in their mid-30s would choose to watch something like this? Who knows? Who on earth would do such a thing? Alas, there exists people like John Michael Kelly that do. But don't let that detract from the Keno that he will deliver, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go through this long air of silence as John Michael Kelly tries to line up his guests. So we're going to just move forward maybe a minute and 10 seconds in. And he's still trying to bug the guest. Okay, here we go. That's the Discord call.
Hello?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Okay. What?
How's it going?
Oh, pretty fucking gay, dude.
So that's the tease kitty. That's the tease kitty. You're going to pick up on his speech patterns in a moment. You're going to realise the pattern he falls in on every time he's losing. And you're just going to hear almost instantly that John Michael Kelly has it in the bag. He knows he's netted a spurg. And he knows, like John knows. I can see him almost, even though I can't see him. But I can see him in my mind's eye, giving the smuggest of smiles. Maybe stroking a cat. This man is smug in this moment as he knows he's got a guaranteed win, and all he's got to do is just ride this hour out, and we're going to ride it out with him.
Decided to fucking flag me today. Give me a copyright claim.
Yeah, that was me. And it wasn't today.
Yeah,
So
Based. So already John just owns up to it. John's already fucking owning the flagging. And you know what? He's going to change your mind. Because where it used to be the case that if you flagged someone down, it was a great high crime. You should be strung up with General Ratko Mladic. You know, you should be hung from the rafters like Mussolini. No. Now John is going to really deliver the reason why flagging is based and protecting one's own content is just supreme.
a week ago, I'm surprised it took you this long to notice your video was taken down.
John laughs.
The notification came in a day. You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, I got the notification much earlier than that, so...
By the way, it should be said that Grim's channel being flagged down is no great loss. This guy has never contributed anything of commentary. He's never made any sort of original OC. That hasn't been just purely re-uploading other people's content.
Yeah,
This guy's crying so hard because his YouTube channel has been flagged down. I've been flagged down probably 20 times. I've had whole channels terminated. Not once have I cried. Not once have I done the performance, what you're going to hear the Tease Kitty Grim Cheers man deliver. You're really going to see something that outclasses John's autism play out before you.
Straight rip my stream or shitting on me.
I didn't fucking straight rip your fucking stream.
Yeah,
you flagged it because your ass got fucking blow the fuck out of you while you love me, cunt.
If that's the case, why is my stream up on my channel to this day?
I will say as well, because I am the subject of the stream. Myself and John delivered the stream together. Not once did John flag any of the countless mirrors down. And it begs the question, why did Grim decide to put a mirror up when there were already 7 of them out there? Could it possibly be to build up his channel so he could monetize it? I don't know. But he didn't provide any original commentary. He provided nothing. He provided absolutely nothing. He just re-uploaded John's content. Bizarre. And yet he thinks he can die on a hill, where he does a T-Clips 2.0 and tells the original creator, the John Michael Keno, that he is a no talent. That this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty man, this cuck, does so much more. Listen to this.
I don't fucking know. Why is it, John? Why were you commenting on that stream saying,
I was asking you a question. I was asked a question. Why is the stream up on my channel if I'm upset about its existence being out there?
Because you suck.
This is it.
Cock,
Checkmate.
faggot.
Okay, that's a great argument. I thought you wanted to have a debate.
This is a fucking debate. You're a fucking little bitch for going around.
Is anyone going to tell me that this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty man isn't just the biggest spurg you've heard?
Rip your fucking stream, faggot.
Oh, then what do you call someone re-uploading the entire stream?
Valid point from John.
An hour 20-minute stream. I had a 45-minute clip. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, chaps. So let's define clip. Clip. Is there such a thing as a 45-minute clip, ladies and gentlemen? On a stream that was probably even an hour long? A 45-minute clip. The shameless grift that this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty cipher, this cuck, this snake in the long grass tries to give to John, and John mockingly disputes it, just throws it out of hand immediately, casts the grift from the temple and does so in the calmest, least spurgy way I've ever seen John be. This is a real victory lap for John. And I felt good because I know John feels good because his fucking king, Joe Biden, is ascending to the White House and he's had this easy win from a spurg.
45-minute clip out of an hour.
Yeah.
Exactly! A 45-minute clip out of an hour-long video. Retarded. It's not a clip.
Dude, you went ahead and you sided with PPP and those lot when it came to Boober League. PPP argued that the clip channels are all leeches, as far as I'm concerned.
Listen to his lies. Listen to this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty's lies as he says he didn't side with anyone. He took the name from T-Clips. He simped for her. He was the supreme cook before John decided to take up the challenge and simp for T-Clips. And even he realised it was all fucking crazy. This Grim Cheers guy seems to have realised that what he was doing was just wrong. And instead of issuing an apology for his disgraceful actions of bending the knee to T-Clips, instead of issuing an apology for being the biggest snake this side of the internet, he thinks he can get an easy win and a recognition from us if he BTFOs John. Well, I tell you what, John really carried himself in this. And you're not going to get any recognition from me, Tease Kitty. I'm not going to change your name, Tease Kitty. You belong to fucking wallow and reflect with that name you begged for in the gutter. Wear your shame. Wear your badge of dishonor, faggot.
I'm
John,
concerned. If that's the case, then
fucking...
I use YouTube's remedy for handling people who steal content.
Yes!
I see what
Steal content!
I see what this is. You're fucking out to get Boober Lee's affection. What a fucking...
I don't need Boober Lee's affection.
The hypocrisy of this Grim Cheers, who was bending over backwards not days ago for T-Clips' affection, then when the writing was on the wall and he realised he could no longer continue being leader of the simp army of this fat whale, then he had to snake again. Snake again. But it don't wash. It don't wash for me and it don't wash for John. I have a lot more respect for John than I do any of you snakes out there that try and throw John under the bus for our approval. Get fucked.
Not my problem.
Apparently it is. Why are you going around flagging people? You're saying, oh,
I flagged you because you're a cunt.
I flagged you because you are a cunt. Based round of applause, John. No more justification needed. What? We're not even 4 minutes in, and John is delivering killer blow after kill shot after kill shot. The guy is on the ground bloodied. He's already dead, John, but I'm not going to call this match. This match is going to carry on for another 45 minutes before I call the match. I flagged you because you are a cunt. Well done, John. Line of the decade. Line of the decade. I flagged you because you are a cunt.
Since the clip channels are fair game now, I'm going to take action, as I see fit.
Clip channels are fair game now!
You see fit? What are you, some sort of fucking internet god?
He is an internet god. I declare him as such. I worship at the temple of John. I fucking sacrifice goats at the altar of John Michael Keno.
Content, dude. You were in the fucking comments saying how, oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. You can go fuck yourself, you little fucking bitch.
Wait a minute, when did I say thank you?
Who sounds like the little bitch in this interaction? Is it calm, John Michael Kino, calmly dismantling this autist? Or is it the raging, frothing at the mouth, grifter autist who was re-uploading 45-minute clips without zero transformative effort on his part? Not even making videos himself, just stealing them. John Michael Kelly is right. The little bitch here is the tease kitty. Meow, meow for me, you vagina.
Nigga, you were in the comments of that stream, of that clip I had.
By the way, just quickly, do a shot every time this autist says nicker, 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 dude, nicker. Just listen to this. You'll really fucking enjoy this one.
And you know you were.
I remember this. If I said it, well, I just rescind my permission to take it.
He rescinds his permission! What a king!
You did let me clip. You said, dude, just the other day you said, I don't mind if anyone clips my
45-minute clip? A 45...
Exactly, it takes the piss. I can understand John and, agreeing to this guy clipping the debate. A 45-minute clip really does take the piss. It really does take the piss.
Clip? Come on, dude.
Out of an hour and 20-minute stream.
Yeah, an hour, 20 minutes. Over more than half of the content.
More than half of the content is the clip. I mean, John is right. There's just no agreement for this. The only thing worse than this, because first of all, you're violating the first principle of what a clip channel is. Bite-sized chunks. 45-minute clips, it already flies in the face of what a clip channel should be. But also, what's the next crime? Just putting it behind a paywall? At this moment in time, I'm starting to think that 45-minute clips and paywalls are pretty on an even keel. And it's all down to John's persuasive reasoning.
John Kelly, you're a fucking bitch, dude. I didn't decide
to... You're a fucking bitch because you're the guy going ahead telling me, oh, Ear Juice is such a snake. He was trying to do me dirty. Look at...
So now there's now a gay op has been revealed that we weren't privy to. So we were promised a spurg out over... Why did John Michael Kelly flag the channel? John Michael Kelly, within the first 5 minutes, just instantly says, I flagged you because you are a cunt. Grim Tears is at a loss for words. He tries to defend his grifting, clipping, T-Clips-esque behaviour, his snake behaviour. John Michael Kelly says, it was a 45-minute clip. That's not a clip. And I agree with John. And now, a gay op has been revealed that involves... this middle-aged Australian man who makes music? The Ear Juice?
Hey, we were right about Ear Juice.
Move for me! Move!
I didn't release him, man. I was fucking with you the whole time.
You were fucking with...
Look, it's a T-Clips defense, isn't it? He's using his mistress's defense. This Grim Cheers, the tease kitty, he's saying I was just fucking with you the whole time. It was probably you who was... exactly what T-Clips did. I was fucking with PPP the whole time. That's why I torpedoed everything. That's why I set myself on fire. That's why I Tiananmen squared myself, just to rattle PPP's jimmies. This is what we're hearing from Grim Cheers, apropos of John. And it's disgraceful. It don't wash. I don't believe it for a second. And what this excuse perfectly illustrates for me is how much of an autist, snake, and just reprehensible person the Grim Cheer tease kitty now is.
Fine. Okay,
wallow in shame.
You lied.
He lied. He did lie, John.
Or do me dirty, and you played victim, and it turns out that was a lie.
So this Grim Cheers guy, rewind, he goes to John Michael Kelly to call out Ear Juice. But please call out the elderly man for me. Please call out the fucking petrol sniffing musician for me. Why don't you just do it yourself, Grim Cheers? Why don't you just, I don't know, set up the webcam and cut a promo? Why do you have to snake to John? Say that Ear Juice has ruined your life. Why can't you just cut the promo yourself? Why is it that you and the T-Clips woman and all of these faggot clip channels have to use people as ciphers for your internet autism? What's stopping you from firing up a webcam? A phone can do the job just as well. And letting your own charisma speak for you instead of stealing 45-minute clips re-uploading them on your channel and throwing your toys out of the pram when John Michael Kino decides, no, enough is enough. The banhammer is coming, and I'll flag you down. 10 out of fucking 10.
Yes, Sean Michael Kelly, everyone lies to you because you're a little fucking bitch.
Okay,
You never get
you're
anything right.
an admitted liar. What else did you lie about?
He's already got him there. He's got him in a trap. He's caught in a trap.
What else did you lie about?
I can't walk out.
In anything, because, you just admitted that you lied to me. You did a gay op on me.
He did do a gay op. He did do a gay op. And now he's just doing I was just pretending to be retarded the whole time defense. And John Michael Kelly, for all of this guy's faults, he can see right through this shit.
Michael Kelly, everyone lies to you. Are you fucking that dumb?
I guess then that when I get mad at certain people, it's actually justified because they're actually two-faced little cunts like you.
Oh, he's right. What a diagnosis from Dr. John. Two-faced little cunt. And that's exactly what I describe this Grim Cheers tease kitty snake in the long grass as.
What do you fucking want, John Michael Kelly? No one likes you.
I like John. I think John is based. I think John is my deity. I think I'm going to pray at the shrine of John. I think I'm adopting esoteric Johnism from now onwards. This man is a beacon of light, a prodigal son that's returned from the wilderness with grace and kino and deliverance for us all. Salvation is promised once we embrace John Michael Kino.
Retarded?
Good. I don't want the appeal to liars and snakes like yourself.
Yes! Yes! He doesn't want to appeal to liars and snakes like Grim Cheers. Round of applause. Righteous-based just John. You know what? I think we're going to win the appeal. I think once this trial enters its retrial, once we get another motion filed, John's going to walk out of that courtroom an innocent man. An innocent fellow. I really do have strong hopes of acquitting John in the next trial.
You are a liar and snake.
How am I a liar and a snake?
Exactly. Like, you can't let... for all of John's faults, and he's got many of them, for all of his flaws, and I'm sure he'll admit to having some of them, like, the guy calls himself the fucking devil. He is not a snake. John ain't no snake. John ain't no Judas. John will at least stick to his principles and his convictions, however wrongly I believe he holds them. He's not a snake. He's not you. He's not even when he was batting for T-Clips, he wasn't taking the moniker of Tease Kitty. He didn't debase himself to such a degree where he was a groveling insect. Whimpering for approval from a whale who pretends to be vegan.
You're the one who admitted to lying to me about what Aegis was doing to you.
Nigga!
Like, this guy isn't black. This guy, he sounds like the whitest autist I've possibly heard in my entire life.
Trying to get me to release that video audio. What the fuck are you?
And he talks as though he's in the ghetto.
I was on board yesterday. You came to me and asked me if it was legit. I told you it was shit.
So again, another gay op is revealed. Another gay op is revealed. So this Grim Cheers guy, he tried to get John Michael Kelly to run with a story that involved Surfer and PPP and a sex tape that was cucked up by ear juice. It's real lazy shit. I mean, props to him if he could actually fucking set up a deep fake and actually do something of effort, but it was real lazy shit. And it was so lazy that ear juice just decided not to really run it in the end. Even the elderly man close to death decided, you know what? This is, I'm too ashamed of what I created. So he passed it on. He just said no. Somehow it got into the hands of Grim Cheers. And Grim Cheers, because he doesn't like to get his hands dirty. Because he's a fucking snake. You know what he does? The eunuch in the shadows in Game of Thrones there. He decides to get John to run the story. You know what, faggot? Why don't you run the story? Why don't you do it? Why don't you run the fucking story? Why don't you cut your promo, Grim Cheers? Why don't you get in front of a camera and validate yourself? Instead of working in the shadows, picking up where your mistress left off. It's sickening. Why do these clip channels operate like this? Why can't they just be honest and true and just? Why do they behave this way? Why do they think that they have an opinion when they can't voice their own opinion, when they steal other things? 45-minute clips, the lowest of low-effort editing went into clipping a 45-minute clip. Why do they think they are just in their opinions? Why are we even in a situation where a clip channel is arguing with the content creator about being flagged down? Like, it's an automatic loss, isn't it? If you're a clip channel and you're going to the original creator and you're saying, why did you flag me down? And the creator just goes, because you're a cunt. You've lost. You've got egg on your face. It's over. You might as well just kill yourself. Like, why do we allow these clip channels to do this? Why don't we just allow them to go and wallow in the shadows until they actually bring up some good content for us all to salivate over and savor? Because that's not what seems to happen. It just seems that these parasites grow a channel to 1,000 subs. Moment it reaches 1,000 subs, guess what happens? Monetization, super chats. All the while, zero commentary. All the while stealing from content creators like John Michael Kino and PPP. For what goal? What goal? What clout does this possibly bring these people? What validation does this bring these people? They're just thieves.
Such a snake.
And Spurgs as well.
Oy
You're
vey.
right. I was
Oy
being
vey,
done
John
dirty.
Michael Kelly. Oy vey.
You keep on making these
Is that-
anti-Semitic memes. I don't get the point.
Exactly. Like, what is the point of saying oy vey to John? Like, John isn't Jewish.
I'm pointing out that you're a snake.
John hasn't acted like the J in this situation. You have, Grim Cheers. Tease Kitty. You have acted like the J. You have stolen the innocent Irishman's content. The innocent white man's content. Decided to put it up on your channel to boost your clout there, to get you to 1,000 subs so you can lace your channel with adverts and monetize the super chats. All the while, on your path to 1,000 subs, on your path to selling out like the J you are, you've not contributed any original commentary. You've not created any video of worth. You've not even sat in front of a webcam and sweated it out for the neets at home. You're a disgrace.
Yes, it is okay to lie to John Michael Kelly because you never did.
It's not okay to lie to John.
You want to go back to
You should
whenever
repent
you're
if you lie to John. 50 Hail Marys if you lie to
You
John.
went crying to me about it.
It wasn't me. Okay, it wasn't me crying to you. I was trying to get you to release the audio. Do you know?
By the way,
I was pretending to be retarded this whole time.
I have a question for you. Can you send me a bracelet?
Okay, so did you just hear that? So John Michael Kelly says, hey, can you send me a bracelet? So another gay op is being revealed. Apparently, this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty's man, when you're his friend, when you agree to snake for him, he will send you bracelets and jewelry through the mail. What the fuck is this grift? What the fuck is this? He's making bracelets? What the fuck? Is he selling the bracelets? Is this what the grift is going to be about? Is this what this clip channel grift is going to be about? He's now, instead of publishing shirts and mugs with with other people's faces on them because he won't dare show his, he's making bracelets? What the fuck, ladies and gentlemen?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? He will send John a bracelet.
Just saying.
Fucking based.
So even John's laughing at this autist. Even John is like, whoa, buddy. You're far too autistic for me to interact with. Send me your bracelet, buddy. The bracelet. This is a snake in the long grass. You agree to his demands. You agree to simp for him, who's also simping for fucking T-clips. He'll send you a bracelet in the mail. And you'll wear that bracelet with shame. And you ought to, if you accept it from this autist. It's probably made out of teeth, isn't it?
How much you want to give me?
I'm not giving you anything. You said you just give it to me. Because I know you're like handing those out to certain people on the internet. Which is funny that you're telling me that I want affection from somebody when you're going about saying, oh, can I please send you a bracelet?
This is right. So this Tease Kitty simp cuck cunt, he goes around the internet asking for people's approval. And when they're like John and they're just like, whoa, I'm far too autistic to engage with any sort of emotional interaction on the internet. The Grim Cheers Tease Kitty man just decides to debase himself to the absolute degree and say, I'll craft you jewelry out of my sister's teeth and my saliva, and I'll mail it to you in the mail. What a disaster. Even John is like, whoa, son. Are you winning there, buddy? Are you winning, son? Even John is taking a step back and going, the tism.
You want to go there?
100%.
You want to go there? You want to go to my autism? You want to go to my bracelet making grift that I run at the behind the scenes of this clip channel?
It's hard for me to agree with that guy, but one thing he's right about is that Earjuice is a snake. And if you're going to go ahead and go buddy with him to gay ops with Earjuice, then yeah, this just proves Ashton's point in that regard. Earjuice is a fucking snake.
I don't think you understand, John Michael Kelly.
What do I not understand?
Fucking laugh.
So, John Michael Kelly doesn't understand the 4D chess at play that this Spurg, this Grim Cheers Tease Kitty is enacting on all of us on the internet. He is the chess master. We are mere plebs. We are mere apprentices to his big-brained chess moves. Shadowy politicking. We can't comprehend where this man's going to move next. We can't comprehend the game that this man is playing. Get a grip. Listen to him and tell me if this is an enlightened individual that's pulling all of the strings in internet blood sports. Listen to him.
Well, I don't think that's working out for you, buddy.
It isn't working out for you.
You're taking this way too seriously.
Not taking it too seriously. You're the one going on my streaming.
Why is that a justification?
Nigga,
Whenever
you're the one who's saying, "Oh, I'll fucking debate you." Well, we're fucking here.
No, you tweeted at me for a debate. You wanted this to happen.
Just quickly, because we'll never get through it otherwise. Why is it a justification? The moment these faggots are caught in a corner, they just go, "Oh, you care more than I do." You know what? I care. Surely you care. I mean, the fact that you're opening your mouth in response to another person with passion, with at least some coherency, shows that you care, does it not? Whenever these faggots say, "Oh, you care more than I do. Oh, you care more than..." Of course we care. Of course, I probably care more than both of you. I'm not ashamed to admit that I care. Why is it such faggotry that exists on the internet? It's the gym defense. You know, it's the gym defense. It's the gym defense of I'm backed into a corner, I've got nothing else to contribute, so I'm just going to say that you care more than I do. I don't care. Well, I don't care. No. It's just a cope. It's the care cope. Own the fact that you came on John Michael Kelly's show. You've been sat here for at least 9 minutes now, spurging and shouting and raving, throwing every insult under the sun at John Michael Kelly and hoping it sticks. It hasn't stuck. John has calmly dismantled your points. And now you're saying, "Oh, I don't care anyway." Clearly you care. You wouldn't be here. You clearly have skin in the game. Your channel got flagged down by John Michael Kelly, the person you're talking to. Clearly you care. Tard. It's like this guy has heard other people say things in debates and he thinks he can win. I'm sorry. It's a cope. Of course you care. Everyone cares. Everyone cares. We care about John Michael Kelly's victory lap over this autist. Play.
On stream. In fact, I'll do that right now.
Yes. Go ahead, nigga.
Yeah, so don't
Look, I'm the whitest black man you've ever heard.
At me saying, "John, let's have a debate." Or is this another, "Oh my gosh, ho ho ho, it's just for the memes, lol." Like right here, you put in all caps, "John Michael Kelly, you are a bitch."
Look at how this guy communicates in the public sphere. So this is Grim Cheers DMing, tweeting in the public space to John Michael Kelly, screaming in caps lock, tagging in every grifter he could possibly think of. Earjuice, again, so twice. PPP bizarrely. Suddenly we all have to bat for this faggot who's a snake in the long grass, who was taking the Tease Kitty moniker, who thought that the winning side was T-Clips, that whale. He thought he could ride to victory with her. No. Now you're tagging all of us in these fucking tweets, hoping we'll bat for you. Either go solo, either do so on your own feet, go proudly, my son, or get blown out like this. Don't pander. Don't try and accept people's approval before the debate even happens. This is what you've tried to do here. Conducting yourself in the public space like the biggest autist this side of John Michael Kelly.
Debate. White flagging is straight up horseshit.
Yeah. Well, we're here to talk about why flagging is straight up horseshit.
It's not straight up horseshit. No, the rules of the game have changed. John Michael Keno is perfectly valid to flag down your 45-minute clip. John Michael Keno is a fucking king.
That's what for gay faggots to go on. Because gay faggots want to go ahead and say that free speech absolutism is the most important thing.
There we go.
If you steal
Dude,
content,
this isn't about free speech.
Well, what is it about then? Like, what defense could you possibly have if you're not just an autistic libertarian that wants free speech to be, completely unchecked? Like, what defense do you have stealing John Michael Kelly's artistic content, his intellectual property, and putting it on your channel for no reason, even though it's been clipped 7 times? What reason do you have to do that if you're not going to use the free speech old chestnut?
Thinking about free speech.
then what's your argument against flagging?
Yeah, what is your argument?
My argument against flagging is you're a little fucking bitch.
He's got no argument against flagging. He's got no argument against it. My argument is that you're a little bitch. Blown out. Self-own. At this moment in time, I can see in my mind's eye, John Michael Kelly is just sat back. He's pouring himself a scotch. He's probably got the cigars out. He's by an open fire there. He's getting himself warm. And he's just enjoying and basking in the glow of the Spurg win that he's managed to cultivate here upon his return. The prodigal son. I can see how smug John Michael Kelly is at this moment in time. I don't even have to see him to know how smug, how validated John was confronting this Spurg.
I'm fucking flagging people because you're like, oh,
So I'm supposed to debate that I'm not a piece of shit? Okay, that's that. Okay, buddy, sure.
Yeah.
Brilliant debate talking point. Well, you came on here, you admitted you stole 45 minutes from a 20-minute stream.
You admitted you stole 45 minutes. That's right, John. You lay the charges. You lay the crimes at this man's feet. And I, as the judge, will fucking strike this man guilty. Throw him the rope. Let him hang.
Any context or commentary for it. You're a leech, as your buddy
You're
said.
a leech.
You deserve to
A
get
parasite. Yeah, and you
you're
deserve
a
to
leech.
get...
Goes ahead. Okay, great.
So that's it. That is the flagging downstream. Hang on.
Really
We'll maybe play the next 2 minutes because my timestamps that I tried to memorize are a bit out of the loop here. As you can imagine, this is the rest of it is just a constant stream of spurgery. This Grimcheers guy really goes off the rails, further delivering John his win, further sending John up his own, sniffing his own farts, Sargon-esque smugness levels we reach with John here. But we're going to play the next 2-3 minutes of this, and we're going to go to the end. You're just going to see the reaction that John has to this victory lap he's had over this autist. Then we're going to just reflect and give our thoughts.
There's
Nigga, you're fucking over this man.
How many is that now? Is that 10? Is that 10 in the space of... It's like one every 10 seconds.
Oh, you did that. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Like, let's fucking go. We're here to talk about flag.
Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Did you hear how impassioned that was from Grimcheers, the Tease Kitty? Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Even John Kelly's cringing. Even John Kelly is picking up on the social cue that the guy he's talking to is a cringy fuck. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Hey, motherfucker, let's go. Nicole.
You went around flagging like a little bitch because you're
flagging is perfectly justified if you own the content.
Yeah.
You can help me on that.
Yeah, and flagging is perfectly justified if the person you're flagging down is a cunt.
Do you own that content specifically?
Yeah, he does.
Because there was a whole other person in that stream.
Does not.
The whole other person was me. And I'm not going to bat for you, faggot. John Michael Keno is perfectly in the right here. You've offered no justification for your actions. You've offered no coherent argument for your actions. Instead, you've just hurled ad hominem after ad hominem at John, a man who's given you the right of reply by giving you a whole show for which to justify yourself. And all you can do is flounder, call other people snakes, and project, because that's what you are, a snake.
I own the concepts on my channel, my show, and in either case, you are not the participant in that stream, so you don't have any right to rehost it.
Exactly. And I never did rehost it, by the way, because I recognized that it was John's content. I was perfectly happy for John to get the views on the video. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. And I'm certainly not going to clip it by re-uploading 45-minute segments of it. It's just autism. quite frankly.
Okay, but if I get permission from Ear Juice, what about
I am
that?
going to go ahead and flag it down because he agreed to come on my show. It was my stream, and if Ear Juice wants to sue me, he can challenge me in court. I will still flag it.
Challenge him in court, based John. So I just wanted to say that John Michael Kelly is fully in the right here. Round of applause for John. Round of applause for John. I hope the Tease Kitty is seething, is reevaluating where he stands in his life, and perhaps should at least apologise to John for his pathetic performance, for his pathetic, shameful display towards the God King of the Internet, John Michael Kelly. I really want to go towards the end. I don't necessarily know what the timestamp is because I've forgotten now. But at the time I watched this, I was all in. I want to go to the point where John Michael Keno declares that he is the hot ticket item of this side of the Internet. We'll probably go to the last 5 minutes. So we've jumped forward about 50 minutes and just notice how nothing has changed. The status quo is here.
I'm not getting the fuck out of here.
Nigga, you're fucking...
Look her! Look her!
For attention.
Autism can't speak beyond falling back on his words that he's copied from other people. Like, what is this guy thinking? He's the white... Bring it on, cunt. Bring it on, nigga. Like, the guy can't even raise his voice. This guy has more of an effeminate voice than Ian. You know, he's got a softer voice than Ian.
John Kelly's a hot ticket item, and everyone's so focused on John Kelly, and picking a fight with John Kelly will give you clout.
He is right there, by the way. He is right. Ever since I can converse with John, suddenly there's been a whole line of Spurgs that just think, oh, I can have my easy win against John. I can just declare that I've won before I even interact with John, before I even fucking make a valid argument against John. We've seen this with, like, at least 5 people now. They just declare victory before they've interacted with him. And sure, yeah, John's a Spurg. But you know what? This Grimcheers guy is the biggest Spurg I've seen. A bigger Spurg than John. Let's be real. Let's be honest, fellows. At least John has the courage of his convictions. At least John will take you at face value. I mean, this faggot Grimcheers won't discuss, won't even address the fact that he was snaking and cucking and simping to T-Clips, calling himself the Tease Kitty, accepting the name like a cuck, like a debased man. He won't address that, no. We just have to pretend that didn't happen. We just have to let this guy snake and have his easy win against John Michael Kelly to win our affection. No, get fucked. And it backfired on you because John BTFO'd you. The people's champ reigns supreme.
Nigga.
No,
no, you're so fucking retarded.
I'm so ashamed that I can't fully play the entire stream without my brain melting. But if you do play the entire thing, please, one of you neat samurai out there, do a tally of every time this guy goes Nuka, like he's having some breakdown here. Every sentence, just do a tally of every time this Tease Kitty fellow does the Nuka defense, and John Michael Kelly just calmly responds to him in turn.
Why'd you make a big deal of it?
John, did you just say you're a fucking... No, you just said you're a fucking...
So now he's screaming into the microphone. Now he's holding his microphone. Now he's eating the microphone. That's not the actions of someone who's winning. Someone who's winning doesn't do that. Someone who's winning does what John does and just reclines by the fire, eating his Ferrero Rochers, a look of smugness on his face as he's clad in an anime pop teen's garb, and just calmly dismantles the autist he's caught in the net here.
Topic. Do you think that highly of yourself, John Michael Kelly? Holy shit. That is peak narcissism.
Listen to this. Listen to this. This guy is seething. This guy is screaming into his microphone.
The projection off of you is off the charts.
Exactly, the projection off of you is completely off the charts. Like, completely off the charts. You know what? John Michael Kelly is a hot ticket item. He is a hot ticket item. Because autists like you are flocking to him in order to get an easy win. And now this has backfired on you. Now this has completely backfired on you to the degree where, holy fuck, John Michael Kelly is in the right. John Michael Kelly is actually right in this interaction. And you've offered no coherent defense. You've not even fallen back or even pretended to have a libertarian take where you're defending the free speech of man. No. Instead, the reason why you're coming at John for flagging down your 45-minute clip is because it hurt your feelings. John was perfectly within his rights to flag you down.
There's a
How's that projection, nigga? No, you're saying
look
John
out.
Kelly is a hot ticket item.
He is a hot ticket item.
Retard.
Hey, Grim, I really hate bringing up numbers, but I'm going to have to in this case because you're making this accusation. What's the highest number of people you ever had watching you by yourself on a stream?
Probably around 120.
120? Well, my record is 200 and currently have 75. I'm going to
Hey, John! Why do you care about the numbers
So he goes, why do you care about the numbers so? After he's memorized his highest number and given it to John, he said, 120 viewers, that's my highest number. Someone who doesn't care about the numbers, doesn't care about their audience figures, doesn't memorize the peak of their audience, their viewership. And then he accuses John of being Jewish. then he oives John. Can you believe this? This is just... I mean, John knows. John realizes that he's got a victory lap on his hands, and he really does.
I don't. I'm only pointing them out because when I point out that John Kelly's a hot ticket, I can just launch out a stream with no advertising and have 75 people tune in and watch it.
75 whole people! 75 whole people! The hot ticket item, John. John Michael Keener.
I can't help the fact that I'm a
You want to say I'm over here sucking Tonka's off the stick? Well, here we go. You know what? Tonka's not good on the dick.
This guy is... I mean, it's got... I don't want to turn him down because he's literally screeching. He's literally screeching way over the maximum volume that I've got the fucking TV turned up to. John Michael Kelly's talking normally. So instead, we're just going to skip to the point where this guy rage quits because he just cannot hold his own against John Michael Kelly. Can you believe that there's someone in the world that can't do that?
When can I expect that bracelet?
Say what?
When can I expect that bracelet?
When can he expect the bracelet?
Whenever the fuck you want.
When can he expect the bracelet from this grifter clip channel that snakes and tries to offer you jewelry that he's made out of his own saliva and cum? When can he expect the bracelet? Grift cheers.
You have my address, so just mail it to me. It'll be funny.
Based.
Alright, anything else you guys say before I throw you off?
Fuck you, you fucking lollipop.
This guy's seething. This guy is just seething.
Go ahead and keep reading that. Does nothing to me. Alright.
I mean, how calm? I mean, first of all, that's John's best performance in a debate I think I've seen. I think it is, really, isn't it? I mean, that's his best performance. Next to the Sargon debate, that is probably the best he's ever been. Because he's been outclassed. There's someone out there with a greater degree of autism than he has. And it's really a beautiful thing to see when John Michael Kelly seems like the reasonable, rational, sane person in the room.
This is out. This is a great debate with Grim Cheers. Unless you have any other interesting points you want to bring up.
John Michael Kelly is a faggot and a faggot.
He's a faggot!
You know, if you defend Lolly, you should be put up against the wall with your friend Sen.
Okay, I would recommend playing some GTA 5 to unleash all those murder fantasy power trips you're having right now.
Nigga, go fuck yourself.
Look, faggot, go fucking over. That is the extent of this guy's argument. Imagine coming to John Michael Kelly's door, begging him for a debate, and not even bringing enough candor, enough ability to match JMK in the ring. What a snake.
That was fun.
Look at him! He's just had a sip of his scotch there. That was fun. He's sitting by his roaring fire. He's just enjoying the night as John.
Him to be more spurgy than I am. That may have been the first time that's happened in a while. Yeah.
Even John is saying, I didn't expect him to be more spurgy than I am. That's the first time that's happened in a while. Even John realizes that. Bravo! What a king! What a king! I urge you all to go and watch this. Don't be gaslit into thinking that the Spurg that was, ranting and raving at John Michael Kelly, who was just calmly accepting it, was in any way a winner. Do not accept any gaslighting from the faggot here, who will send you a bracelet if you simp for him. Now, what do people want to hear? What do people want to hear? What song can we dance us out with? I don't know. I actually don't know. But we're coming up to 50 minutes. This is the advert fucking horror. Whatever the fuck product that was. So there we go. The tease kitty. The snake will send you a bracelet. The snake. Blown out, clubbed in the head by John Michael Kelly. What a king. He's been away, but he's back with a vengeance. His boy is in the White House now. His mama La Harris, is gonna be the fucking first female black president of the United States of America. Shortly after inauguration, Joe Biden will die, mysteriously meet with an accident, and his queen will slay. You can all cope. You can all take the copium. But the reality is we live in a world where John Michael Kelly is winning and Joe Biden is in the White House. I'm just going to chill out from now on. I'm jovial, I'm joyous, I'm jubilant. John Michael Keno. All right.